Hello, welcome back. This is chapter 3rd, the shepherd's treasure, and today I'm going to explain passage number 3rd to you. Before I start, let me tell you about the marked words. All these marked words are objects here. So let's begin. The king rested for the night in the cave and was greatly impressed by the shepherd's hospitality and wise conversation. The king stayed there for the night. He halted there. He made his stay in the cave, that is at the shepherd's place there in the cave. He stayed there, though it was quite uncomfortable for him. Yet he decided to stay there because he wanted to know more about the shepherd. And he wanted to know more about the shepherd because he had heard about his wisdom and he wanted to test him, and that was only possible if he stayed with him and talked on various issues. So he stayed there and was greatly impressed by the shepherd's hospitality and was very much impressed, was very much happy with the way the shepherd treated him. He treated him in a very nice way, though he was a poor shepherd. He behaved as a poor shepherd. That is, the king behaved as a poor shepherd. He dressed like a poor shepherd, and yet he was treated so well. And wise conversation. He was also impressed by the shepherd's wise conversation. His talk suggested that he was very wise, very logical, and very rational in his thoughts. Though still tired, the king decided to depart the next morning. The king was tired because he was not used to such kind of living. So he was tired, yet he decided to depart, yet he decided to go away, move to his palace the next morning. He said, "Many thanks for your kindness to a poor traveler." He thanked this shepherd for being so kind to a poor traveler. "I have a long way to go. Permit me to leave." Okay, then he said, he informed the shepherd that he had a long way to travel. He had a long way to go, and so he wants to take his permission to leave. Looking straight into the eyes of his guest, the shepherd replied, "Thank you, Your Majesty, for paying me the compliment of a visit." Now, as he asked for the permission to depart, to leave, the shepherd looked straight into the eyes of the king and replied and said, "Thank you, Your Majesty." He said, "Thank you, Your Majesty, Your Highness, for paying me the compliment of a visit, for giving me the honor of a visit. I'm honored to have received you here and to have you as a guest." The king was astonished as well as pleased. And so the king was astonished. He was surprised. He was amazed to find that the shepherd had realized that he was not a shepherd but a king, and pleased as well. He was surprised, but at the same time he was pleased. He was happy. "He is indeed very wise," he thought to himself. And then he thought to himself that, well, he's really very wise. I need people like him to work for me. And the king appointed this humble shepherd the governor of a small district. The king thought that he must have these kind of people in the ranks of his ministers, in the ranks of his office, and so that is He wanted such people to be part of his council of ministers, and that's why the king appointed this shepherd, this poor shepherd, the governor of a small district. That is, you can say, the DM of a small district. So this is all for now. Thank you.